We're doing a messy bun bonbon. Yeah. Messy bun time. Okay, let me check the chat. So happy for the club. Happy Christmas and New Year. So cute. Yay. Ciao, y'all, says Kathy. Jeff Goring is here. Winslow's here. Duh. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Jeff. Hi, Brian. Hi, Lee. Hi, Eddie Moretti. Gang is here. Great color on you. Hi, Lillian. Marotta. I guess I wouldn't roll the R on that, but whatever, I did anyway. Oh my gosh, are they here? We're still waiting on the couverture, but we'll see. I don't think so. That would be just awesome if they're like, here's your chocolate. But we'll start with the peanut brittle, so don't you worry. Hi, Bonbon. Go on your mark, baby. Laura Colro, welcome. Mary Brayton, welcome. Ochanomu, yay! Sloppy bun today. I had it pinned up. I had it in a ponytail. We're just doing a messy bun. Howdy, Alex. Wow, there's a lot of people here. Got a good early turnout. I think it's because we're making candy. Bonbon, go lay down. I washed this lighter and it still works. I've washed a lot of lighters in the laundry. Like they get caught up in my sheets. And they always still work. Isn't that awesome? I don't know why that is. I guess water doesn't get in. One time I dried one though. That was a little scary. So don't do that. I also washed an Apple TV remote. That did not work. Hi, Stuart. Bonbon Cam, did I roll this too tight? Bonbon Cam is set up, but Bonbon doesn't want to sit on her mark. Bonbon, you're not going outside. She broke out the other day, so she's not. You think she'll sit on the pink bed rather than that one? There we go. Sometimes you just got to keep pulling. All right, let's start measuring ingredients for this. I should have had my mise en place, but I don't. I'm sorry. I need to realize Winslow's a Francophile. You're French. No, you're not a Francophile. You're fucking French. And I'm like, mise en place.
That's good. That was good.
What?
That was good.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that sounded so country. Like.
Mise en place.
Well, that sounds like mise en place. I said mise en place.
That's 85%. That's pretty good.
The French accent is not like that. Anyway, we're gonna weigh out some sugar. I'm gonna do half a batch of peanut brittle. Bic or Clipper. This was, I think, this is a Bic. No, this is a Q. This is a Q2. Whatever the fuck that is. But okay, I'm using this sugar for no reason, but Clipper you can refill, which I like. But also, can I show you guys something? So I've been refilling those Clipper lighters, right? And I got this, right? Super 7X charge, right? You guys, I did not know. I was like, I don't feel like it's getting a seal on the lighter, and I don't feel like the gas is going in. Do you know what's on the top of this lid here? Did you know about these? Do you guys know about these? You put them on the little doohickey into your lighter, and they're different sizes. I don't know where you're supposed to store them once you pop them off, so I just put them back in the lid. Annoying, but anyway, that worked. So, but the Clipper lighters kind of hurt my fingers. I still use them because I like that they're reusable. Like I can just refill them. I don't have to throw it away and get a new lighter. It seems so wasteful. Like my razor for shaving my legs, I use a safety razor. You know, I don't like to use disposable razors. I just use the safety razor, and I just put in, I'm just weighing out sugar. I'm gonna weigh out, I just want a cup, so 200 grams. Yeah, and this is, I'm trying to use up this white sugar just because I have it. You don't have to use this. You can use like organic cane sugar if you want. It's not gonna matter. Bonbon, what's up, little baby girl? Do you want to say hi here? Sit, sit. Here's Bonbon, everyone. How's it going, babes? Did we go for a long walk this morning? Did you eat something disgusting on the street and I need to brush your teeth? Yes, we'll brush your teeth later. She ate something gross. We won't talk about it, but it was, you know, last night was Friday. I'm sure you can do the math. Okay, so we got 1 cup of sugar. We're gonna do basically, what else am I gonna put in this? We need some, I don't love using corn syrup, so usually when I see corn syrup, I either use agave. If you want to make it vegan, you can use agave, or I use honey. Did I say that? Agave or honey, if you don't want to use corn syrup. There's nothing wrong with corn syrup. You can use corn syrup. Totally works. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I don't want to use my honey. I'm going to use my corn syrup because I'm so annoyed with people making everything that, you know, like trying to simplify. We like to simplify things in our heads, right? Like this is bad, this is good. There's nothing wrong with corn syrup. It's just a different type of sugar. It's an invert sugar. Invert sugar, liquid, kind of like, you know, inverted sugar. You can use invertase to make invert sugar from sugar, like a fondant. That's what they use for the Cadbury cream eggs. They turn fondant into invert sugar by adding invertase, which is an enzyme, and it converts the sugar. Sorry, am I being really dorky? I'm just kind of rambling. Oh my God, look at this comment section, bro. Why didn't you tell me, Winslow? It's going off. Mary Brayton. Oh my God, I should do a reel showing people how to refill lighters. Yeah. Okay. Let me keep measuring because I can yabber and yabber forever. So let's not do that. Oh, I have butter out. I need some water, a quarter cup of water. Boop, boop, boop. Mise en place, mise en place, mise en place, mise en place. We love to nerd out, says Of the Lilies. Thank you. Learning about sugar, yes. Isn't that cool though? That you're like, how do they get that oozy center to the Cadbury cream egg? It doesn't start like that. You make a fondant, which is when you cook sugar to like 238, and then you let it cool to 110. So you're cooking out some of the moisture and it makes it a little bit brittle. And then you let it cool to this certain temperature so the atoms aren't like moving around like this, but they kind of settle a little bit. And then at that temperature, you can whip it and break them up. And it creates that creamy kind of, when you home make it, really beautiful fondant. And then you add a little bit of invertase to it and it'll slowly convert that fondant into a liquid. So that's what they do with cherry cordials as well. I've always wanted to do that, make cherry cordials. I've never done it. We should do it. Do you like cherry cordials? Chocolate covered cherries and you bite them into, you've never had one?
Oh, I have, yeah.
Okay, I was like gonna die. Okay, I wanna get butter and then I need some baking soda. My little pantry is such a disaster, but I know where things are. And I want to use a little bit of baking soda. Just a teeny tiny bit. She's too excited by you. Look at her, she's so cute. Look at her twirl. Just twirling. Winslow's trying to convince her to sit in her shot. Put her in there, Winslow, see if she'll stay. Now pet her a little bit. No, like gentle, like, yeah. rubber ears, like go like, yeah. Nah, she's too excited. All right, so we need a little bit of baking soda. This is gonna make it bubble up. And I'm just using, this is like half a teaspoon. You can do like 3/4 of a teaspoon. BonBon, how come you don't want to sit on your spot today? That'll make it bubble up. And then I have some Planters dry roasted. So this is already roasted and lightly salted. I'm literally using this because I just have them already. You could use other peanuts and roast them yourself. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Cool info. I love Jamie Hurley. I feel like Cadbury cream eggs are my guilty fucking pleasure, Jamie, because I love Cadbury cream eggs. They are so sweet. I don't care. They make me happy. And I only get them one time of the year, you know, which is coming up. So you know what I'll be doing. I should make something with them. Like, I bet you could do like a Cadbury cream egg cookie or something crazy. I'm going to do, I don't know why I used a half a cup, but I'm going to do a cup of these nuts. I don't mind that they're lightly salted and roasted, like me, lightly salted and roasted. And then we've got our water, we've got our sugar, we've got our invert sugar. We're gonna use corn syrup, and we're gonna do half a cup of corn syrup, which is, don't worry, I'll put some honey. It's just gonna move like fucking molasses, man. I should probably put it in the water, but try to read all the comments. We could also do a dry, I think I'm gonna do a dry peanut brittle. You don't have to use water. It makes it a little easier. What do you guys want me to do? Show you with water or without water? We'll do it without. Or do it with. Cadbury cream egg cookie sounds delicious. I think that would be so funny. Be so good. Hi, Jeff Tharp. Love chocolate covered cherries. Aren't they the best? Oh my gosh, Harry Lee and Pete are here. Hello. Welcome. Okay, this is not enough corn syrup, so that's okay. Don't worry. We'll just add some honey. This feels like a lot. We're not going to use that much. We'll do 1/3 of a cup, okay? Of invert sugar. You don't really need that much because honey is expensive, mainly. Okay, so we can heat this up. You can add water. I'll show you guys that way. That way it's kind of foolproof. But this invert sugar is going to prevent any of this from crystallizing, really.
Say hi to Petra.
Hi, Petra. Welcome. Welcome to our Candy Live. Ooh, I forgot to post on Blue Sky and all of those places. Oh, it's so much work, you know? Okay, let's add our sugar to this. Okay. And I'm just going to do a dry caramel, so just forget about that. We also need to get our butter ready with this live rosin. Oh, you know what? I don't even know how potente this rosin is. What do you think on average? 60, 70% for rosin?
Yes.
That
Which one are
rosin?
you using? That one? Yeah, that's probably 60, 75.
60 to 75?
Yeah.
Let's say 7. I don't have the lab testing on it. No, that would have been nice. I should ask them. I could just text him. Because he did call me. I like your apron. Thank you, Petra. This is a great crew. Yes. Hi, Jen. Would an Oreo cookie brittle be any good? I don't know about that. I've never done an Oreo cookie brittle. What are you trying to get, BonBon? There's nothing down there for you. Okay, I like a little more butter. This is 4 tablespoons. So we're gonna hope that this doesn't break our brittle. But basically, the more butter you can get into your brittle or your toffee, the more it'll melt in your mouth and it won't be like such a sugar goober. Does that make sense? So I'm hoping that this works. Wouldn't that be funny? Wouldn't be the first time. Okay, so let's line our sheet pan. Does this fit? With some parchment. Don't mind if I do. And then we have to weigh out this this live rosin. I feel like that's not big enough. That's what she said. Someone had to say it, Winslow. You didn't get it. My math on figuring out potency, I swear, will be my downfall. All right, let's do some weed math, Mary. We're not afraid of weed math. Now, I don't have the exact potency, but we're going to assume it was 70%, okay? I could call Joe. Let me see if I have his phone number in here. I thought I saved it. Let me see. FaceTime, wireless caller. Nah, I think this is him. Who is this? This was yesterday, right? I'm looking at my phone. I'm going to try calling him. Okay, cancel. Can I call you? Oh, there we go. Using your iPhone. Weird. Oh, wait, no. I don't want to use my iPhone. I want to... Sorry, you guys. I just want to get the potency on this. Maybe I can text him. Because it's using my phone. And that's...
Hello?
Oh, my God. Joe, right?
No, it's Johnny.
Johnny. John, do you...
Vanessa?
It's me.
Hey.
I'm live right now, so don't say anything scandalous. Scandalous.
Okay.
I just want to know, do you know the potency on that live rosin?
I do not.
Shit. Can I guess like 70%?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you could.
All right, man. That's all. Thanks so much.
You got it.
All right. Have a good one.
You too, Vanessa. Bye.
Bye.
I love this. It's like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Call a friend. Phone a friend. Sorry, I was just trying to get the potency.
You use your lifeline, okay?
Hi, Mary. I made a box cake that they sell in Massachusetts with 250 milligram vegetable oil in it. Made it 8 cupcakes with them, figuring it would be rocked, and just felt barely anything. 250 divided by 8 would be about 30, what, 31? What's 250? No, that's not right.
What are we doing?
250 divided by 8. 30?
31.
30. Ha! Look at me doing math in the old braino. Okay, so he said 70, and maybe, you know, Mary, you might just need more potent edibles. Some people need more than 30 milligrams. I do not, personally, need more than 30 milligrams. So we're going to guess that this is 70%, but let's say that after decarboxylation I minus 20% when I decarb, so I would take 20% of 700, because 70%, that means 700 milligrams per gram of rosin. I would take minus 140. Now, how do I get that number? I move the decimal over from 700. I times that by 2, same way that I get a tip amount. I just move the decimal over and I times it by 2. 70 times 2 is 140. 700 minus that 20% of 140 milligrams would be 560? Wait, yeah, 560. So 560 milligrams per gram. Peanut brittle is hard to dose. Why? Because it does not portion into nice little squares, right? It's hard to do that. I used to be able to do it with my toffee because I would use this really kind of cumbersome pan that is for cutting brownies, but it has these, I still have it, it has these slots in it, and I would score my toffee, and then I could break it into these rectangles, and it was still not perfect as far as like having an even dose. Toffee and hard candy is hard to, unless you can evenly dose it out and you have to work really quickly with hot sugar, it's hard to do that. You just break it. Usually, traditionally, you break the brittle into chunks. So how do we dose this? Well, I'm gonna make about, this is a 1/4 sheet pan of brittle. I'm gonna say like, let's do 4 doses of this times 5. I really only want 20 milligrams. Okay, let's do 25 to make it easy since our dose is 560 milligrams per gram, right, after decarbs. So if I wanted about 25 milligrams, I know 0.1 of a gram would be 56 milligrams. So I'd want half of that, 0.05, 0.03. I do live in Los Angeles. There's always helicopters overhead. Oh my gosh, look at you guys here. Does he know you're doing a live show? Who? Oh, no, he didn't. No, I just told him right now. Some need to eat 2 cupcakes, yes. Ochanomu, I'm reading these in the weirdest order. I mean, how many cupcakes did you eat? 1 cupcake I'd barely feel. The whole batch and I'd think I'd be rocking. 1 cupcake, I would definitely feel 30 milligrams. Everyone's so different. Oh, we want some vanilla too, I forgot. Okie doke. So let's try to get a little teeny tiny baby boopy amount of this rosin because I don't want to get too stonata, and we're actually going to melt it. So, oops, didn't mean to turn that off, but I did. So I hope that's not too heavy. Oh, and you know what, Kathy? Look at what I got. Ba-bam! Kathy sent me this. We're going to use it for our rosin. Let me show you these. So this is from Fire King. Thank you so much, Fire King. I want you guys to know this is their edible grade rosin, okay? So this is not smoking rosin. This is for me to fuck around with for Marigold Sweets, for the club. They have really beautiful hash and rosin, different concentrates, solventless concentrates that they're making. So check them out, Fire King Hash. And you know how rosin heads are. So I don't want you to be all snobby about their rosin because they make super top tier rosin, but why would I use Wagyu for, you know, a hamburger? I wouldn't. Or meatloaf. I wouldn't. All right, so we're going to turn this hot thing on. Let's put, I guess it doesn't matter because we're going to put it into, oh wait, click it 5 times. 1, 2.
It's already on. It's already on.
Oh, it's already on?
And don't heat it up before you pull.
What?
Like, get some on the tip when it's cold.
Oh shit, how do I turn it off?
Huh? No. It heats up when you hold the button. So
Okay.
Yeah, get some on there.
It doesn't even need it. It's still so viscous. Wow.
But when you
Get it off,
when you're
it'll
gonna
be,
drop
this
it,
is
yeah,
way too much.
heat it up.
Okay, so we don't want that much, you guys. Potente. So here's like one of the things I do. I kind of rock back and forth. Okay, let's heat it up and drop it in here. 1, 2, 3, 4.
No, just hold it.
Just hold it. I'm doing everything wrong.
If the light's green, it's heating up.
I don't even see a light. Where the fuck
On the
is...
back. Is the light green?
No. Where?
Flip it around. Yeah, that light.
It's not on.
Oh, okay, five clicks again.
There we go. It's heating up now?
Yeah, it should be. If the light's green, it is.
There we go. Oh shit. Look
looks
at
like
it go.
this.
Look at it go.
There it goes.
Oh no!
It's okay. Some of it'll be fresh.
Take a straw. Freebase that the hash. Okay. Wait, did we weigh that? Oh shit. That was 0.08, you guys. Look at that. Oh no. 0.08 of 560 times 0.08. Let's see how potente this hash is going to be.
That is 45 milligrams then.
Oh well.
I don't know if they heard me.
45 milligrams, you guys. If, you know, like if we're doing the math right, maybe it was only 60%. Fingers crossed. You know, it's okay. I'm a professional. I could also just like only use half of this butter. So now what I'm doing is I'm melting it down and I'm gonna mix that into the butter, the hot butter. Let me see your comments. Cool device, thank you. Where is BonBon? Oh, she's on her mark.
Don't say anything.
Wait, how come I don't see her here? Because it's not, my video is not updated. What scale is that? Ooh, it's in my Amazon storefront. Which, are you gonna get it? Okay. It's a good scale. I love the scale. I recommend it in my cookbook too. You know, like they're not always totally perfect, but it's pretty accurate. You can also, I have another scale in there because this one's a little bit pricey, but if you want to just get a little jewelry scale, I have one in my storefront that works just as well. I like these because I can weigh my sugar, I can weigh my flour, and then I can still go and weigh concentrates or flour. Like in my cookbook, I say you can weigh flour, Flower, and flour, Flour. You know, it gives you that versatility. I like to have the least amount of machines possible because all of my storage is any bit of storage in my house is stuffed with kitchen supplies. So I can't have like a Levo machine or something like that because I don't have space for that shit, you know? And also I don't need it. I know how to do all of this stuff in the kitchen. Okay, so I'm literally, the only point of me doing this was so that we could homogenize that rosin into here, and it's totally mixed into the butter. You don't need to heat it up that much, and that's the beauty of concentrates is once you have decarboxylated them, you can just simply melt them into any fat. And if you have a high enough proof alcohol, you can dissolve it into an alcohol as well. But fat works really well, and it helps with our absorption. Some people like to add lecithin. I don't do that, but you know, to each their own. People swear that it increases it for them, and I haven't seen enough to prove that for me. Okay, so oh, and we need our candy thermometer. Okay. And before I get the sugar going, I want to check all my temps. Flour. That's right, Petra. Of the lilies, yeah, I like the idea of one scale, LOL. I have 2 right now. Yes, I used to operate on that, like with that too, but yeah, I didn't want 2. 2 scales. Okay, so we're turning on our heat on our pot. I've got our sugar, we've got our honey. We're gonna do a dry caramel, so that means that you stir it. You can stir it. And this is candy making. Melt the sugar, bring it to temp, add delicious things to it, butter usually, and this will get you stoned, so that's even better. I'm worried that this isn't enough sugar for the amount of butter I want to use. You got to be careful because if you add too much butter, it'll break and you'll have like a layer of butter on top, but if you don't add enough butter, it doesn't melt correctly in your mouth. So I like to take it to the limit. Oh wait, where's my joint? I'm always doing some funny little dance. Oh shoot, and where's my chat? Here we go, Mary Braxton, I pre-ordered your book. What? Yeah! And can't wait to learn more about it without all the added gadgets. I also don't have a ton of storage space and I don't need extra stuff. That's how I feel about it. I just like, you know, I like to know how to do things without. Sometimes it's better to use a machine. Like if you're whipping something like egg whites, I don't want to do that by hand. I'm not a masochist. But some things you don't need a special machine to do it. You just need to know how to do it. So brittle, we're going to take to a hard crack, which is 300. And that's different temperatures of sugar. I should know them all, but I actually don't. Softball stage, I think, is 235 to, I don't know. Oh, it'll say it right here. So thread is 230 to 234. So that would be, and this is in Fahrenheit, so that would be like your kind of syrups and stuff like that, sauces, caramel sauce. Softball is 235 to 240. Firm ball, and that's where you're starting to get into a firmer caramel, is 245 to 250. Hard ball, I go between a firm ball and a hard ball for my caramels, and hard ball is 260 to 265. So a hard crack is between 300 and 310. And you know, yeah. Oh wait, where the fuck is my clip? Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. What did I do with that? Usually this has a clip on the end of it, and I put it somewhere funny, so I'm just gonna have to hold it. We're not even close to hot enough, so I just like to keep it stirring. And we can add the butter soon. Shit, where did that fucking clip go? I'm gonna put this joint down because I don't want to get ash in my my brittle. Laura Colrow, me too, I can't wait until it arrives. I can't wait for the book to come out. It's so, I'm just really excited for it. Ooh, this is, I wish you could see inside the pot. I guess you can kind of see inside the pot. We have a lot of people here today. Can you tell me what was it about this live stream that got you to join? Are you coming from Instagram? Are you coming from Patreon? So we're at 267, which is going to a soft crack right now. Oh, you know what I forgot too? Add a little bit of salt. Always add a little bit of salt to your sweets, okay? And we're gonna add, ooh, this spatula was hot. I'm gonna add this butter actually, and pray to whoever that it doesn't separate my candy. And we're gonna keep this close by. And keep it moving. Ooh, don't spray yourself. So candy is like molten, right? So you want to be super careful when you're adding stuff to it, when you're stirring. Anytime you're working with candy, you're going to sweat. And it's just like, this is just part of the process, okay? So I'm waiting to hit 300, and you'll see like, you know, like the color, the bubbles change, the candy changes. I'm swiping around the sides of my pot so that it doesn't catch on the sides, and then some of the candy gets more cooked than any other part of the candy. So also that rosin is going to be heated to this temperature, so keep that in mind. I probably didn't need to decarb it. So we're at 302. Sometimes I take it a little bit far because I like to really make it brittle. Oh shit, we forgot vanilla. I'm gonna turn this off because it's hot. We're gonna add a little more vanilla, add some baking soda, watch it bubble up, add our nuts. It's quick, you know, you gotta be quick about it. Stir, stir, stir. Get those nuts all mixed in. and spread out and then fucking be strong, Vanessa. I don't feel very strong right now. I feel weak. Ugh.
Was that burner on low or medium?
The burner was on like medium low. Ugh. This pot is so fucking heavy. Why? And I picked the smallest fucking spatula I could find, like an idiot. Work smarter, not harder. And that's what they mean, right? Like, don't pick the smallest spatula you have to do this. Help yourself. Oh my God. How much of a mess am I going to make? You know, it's okay. I haven't made brittle in a long time. And so, like, when I talk about that 20% loss, I'm talking about, you know, there's still some of this peanut brittle. So you got to move quickly because it's already setting, and I don't cut it out. I don't want it to be thick like this. Move quickly, people. I should have put it on a Silpat. Do I have a clean one? Yes. And just like, still hot, right? I'm making a mess. Ow! And I'm burning myself. You guys, I didn't think this through. It's very hot. I'm getting it on my fingers, but I want it thin. This is disaster zone, but still warm. You want it thin, Winslow. Don't laugh at me. There's a reason I'm doing this. It's just like, if it's too thick, it's not enjoyable. And I didn't think it through. More than 20% loss. We're making a mess. But, ooh, and I'm spilling vanilla. That was bad. Bad girl. Bad girl. But, you know, like, you got to move quickly. I didn't think about it. All of this is infused. All of this you can eat, but I just want to...
You gotta let it cool.
No, you got to let it cool, but you got to work because you want it thinner, right? You want it like one layer of peanut brittle. You don't want it a big old fucking fat ass chunk. I don't like it that way. Anyway, personally, if you like a thicker peanut brittle, don't bother with what the hell mess I'm doing. Oh my God. It's okay. We'll get it off of the wood. What's people saying in the chat? They're like, are you crazy, lady? Oh no. Don't stick to the parchment. It needs to cool. But then we can... I would put more butter. Total disaster zone. But delicious peanut butter. Brittle. Okay, so what we could do, it needs to cool. It's not fully set. What we could do, if I stopped eating it, is put it, weigh it all out, and then break it into like amounts, like divide the dose by how much was there. Are people still here? Did I scare them all away? Wow, we have a lot of viewers here today. Did anyone answer my question? Hammerhead 2393, hello. Julia Child vibes going strong right now. Jen, thank you. Don't do it that way. I would put out a Silpat, like silicone baking pad, put it down, pour it out onto this, right? Don't put it into a sheet pan so you're not limited. And then Oh yeah, this is gonna get me high. And then you can like flatten it more, right? Like that's not totally perfect. I need to make it more often. I haven't made toffee in a long time. See, this candy didn't get as hot as some of the other candy. And this is like how you start, you know, you can pull your, that's how they do. I'm such a sugar freak. Ow! Hot pen. Don't taste the weed at all. Good job. That fire, that hash. Oh my God. If I use that, when I use that in my caramel, you don't taste it one bit. So let this cool. Ooh, I could still like push it. But I'm gonna be so high today. I love sugar. The little pieces of brittle are so dangerous, Eddie. Holistically, yeah, the 2 times I've made peanut brittle, I didn't work fast enough and it was so thick you could barely bite through it. That's what I'm saying. Like some of this kind of still looks a little thick, but it's not. Also, it's that ratio of butter. I would even try and fit a whole stick of butter into this brittle. It's not really sticking to my teeth, so that's a good sign. Oh my God, I got some candy on this rosin too. I just got it everywhere. That rosin's great. You don't taste it. Okay, let's let this cool. I don't know where the fuck where. Put it there. No, so it won't be flat. I know, look at all that candy in it. You guys, I have to stop. I remember one time my mom and dad came to stay with me. This was a long time ago. And they were like, we want to help you with your chocolates. And I was like, okay, sure. So my mom was helping, and she was eating little pieces of toffee, just like me. Sorry,
Was it dosed?
huh?
Was it dosed?
Yeah. And I tried to warn her, like, Mom, it tastes really good. Like, I get it. Doesn't taste like weed, right? Candy, easy to dose. But it's deceiving because it tastes so good. You got to be careful. It is dosed. And they went to bed and I was sleeping in another room and I heard, oh, Peter, I think that's my dad. I think I'm having a heart attack. So I go downstairs and I'm like, what's up, Mom? She's like, I think I'm having a heart attack. I was like, no, it's the fucking edibles. But can you get me some aspirin? Do you have any aspirin?
Alex says, what if you can't have butter?
Alex, you could, like, can you have that vegan butter? Earth Balance? Then it would be vegan. And if you used agave, you could make it vegan. That's the one butter I've had like the most luck with, replacing regular butter. Sorry, I'm making so much noise. Just trying to get all this candy. Earth Balance? Do you want to drop them a link, Winslow? Earth Balance, they have different types of vegan butter. Like they'll have some with coconut oil or some with like different. Yeah. They have it in different formats too. Like that's a tub of it, or it's basically margarine. basically just margarine, but they call it vegan butter. Now, I haven't tried that, so if it doesn't work, please don't get mad at me. But I have had the most success in like mimicking desserts by using that. Okay, so all right. Just cleaning off my little thing here. Oh, look at my peanut brittle is bending. See, candy holds heat for a long time. That's why you don't want to get it on your skin, because if you get it on your skin, it like sticks and it keeps burning. This is how thin I like my brittle, you know? Like a little bonbon hair in there too, why not? That thin is perfect to me, but yeah. Yeah.
Can I try a tiny piece?
Yeah.
Can you give me a teeny tiny piece? Yeah, that's fine.
It doesn't have any nuts in it.
Okay.
Yeah. So I would weigh, let's just see. Candy, fun. Is that gonna work?
What was the dose in the whole thing?
Wasn't it like,
70 milligrams? No.
no,
45?
40, shit.
Yeah, I can eat this whole thing.
It's 486 grams. So then, don't you eat this bonbon. You're not allowed to eat any.
It was 45 milligrams, right?
It was 0.08 of 560.
Yeah, that's 45 milligrams. And then how many grams did you get?
486. A little over a pound. So
So
that would be about 10.
yeah, 0.01 milligrams per gram.
And then like, okay. And it depends on how much peanut is in here, right? And then
Wait, did I do that? 45 divided by 40.
it's not quite hot, brittle enough yet. You guys, I am so bad.
So it's like 1 milligram per 10 grams.
That's cute. Right?
Yeah, that's great.
That feels yummy. And if it was, say you were doing a 1/4 pound box, it would be about 10 milligrams per 1/4 pound, right? 1/4 pound would be one.
Yes. That's a good dose.
That's great. And that's how I would dose peanut brittle. I did not mean to do it that way. It just happened. Follow your heart. Okay. Now this coconut bonbon, I was waiting for, basically I just think it's more fun when we do 2 recipes, because otherwise we'd be done and it's only 2:08. Eddie Moretti, I have never made brittle, but I have to try now. Yes, you do. Jeff Tharp, definitely making this stuff now. Very cool lesson, making learning fun. Oh my gosh, this is such a fun chat. Christopher, the ears. LOL, what ears? Oh, the bonbon cam. Yeah, the bonbon's not there right now. So what I was thinking,
Your chocolate is 8 stops away.
oh, fuck yeah, it's almost here. So let's get everything else going.
Maybe 15 minutes and then
Can you imagine if it comes right when we need it to? That would be a Christmas miracle. So let's get everything else going. Oh, I already have that out. Oops. I'm not stoned, you're stoned. We don't really need parchment. We're just gonna toast some coconut. So I don't know, I'm riffing on this. We're gonna toast this up. Let's do it at 325 just to be safe. I don't know what the hell I'm doing with this recipe, but you know how I like to do things. I like to be a little wild. This is some fancy coconut, fancy shredded coconut. I'm sure it's unsweetened from Lawson's. I don't know if you can use sweetened for this, but I've wanted to use this up. And I think I'll just make a lot of praline actually, because look at all this fucking coconut. What the hell am I? And it's like I've had this bag for way too long. Use it or lose it. That's how I feel about ingredients. Use it or lose it. Everything's perishable. So coconut. And what I was thinking is you can make praline out of all sorts of things, right? Like I could take this peanut brittle and I could grind it up into a paste, kind of like you would do with peanut butter, but then all of that caramel around it would also get ground up into that paste, and that's like where you get the basis of a lot of your fancy chocolates, is they're filled with like a hazelnut praline, and they roast the hazelnuts and they make the caramel. So I was thinking, how do we kind of jazz up this coconut bonbon, whatever the fuck that is. I don't know. I just made it up when I was stoned last night. Let's make a coconut praline. Duh. So we'll toast this coconut. Ooh, I'm so excited. As soon as this brittle kind of cools down all the way, it's still warm, but you see it's not so bendy. That's not actually bad. You guys see? Aren't you glad I took that out and spread it out? Looks pretty good. Okay. It's not that thick. You don't want it too thick. Gotta think, how whenever I'm cooking, I'm like, how am I gonna eat this? Whether it's a pasta or it's a candy, or how is it gonna feel like it's like logical thinking when you're like, what's this gonna be like in my mouth? Love that apron, Christopher. Gonna put my Grateful Dead sweater on. Awesome, thank you. I like this apron too. Jay Corona, love this. You keeping me on a high and entertained. Good, yeah. Have you never been here? This is the Edibles Club. The exclusive Edibles Club is on Patreon, and that's where we have the group chat. We had a lot of fun photos from our members over the holidays. Also, I want to give a special shout out to Emily Coleman this episode and just tell you I love you. I hope you're doing okay and you're taking care of yourself. It's a new year, and surround yourself with people you love. Okay? We go live, me and Winslow, sorry, I just blew that over your way, every Wednesday at 4:20 p.m. and every Saturday, today is Saturday, at 1:20 p.m. Bless everyone. Okay, let's keep going. I wonder if people are from Instagram or where they're coming from today. It makes me so happy. Love to Emily. I want to see how much, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't look up a ganache recipe, and I want to wait for this chocolate to get here because it's almost here. But I have another ingredient that I had because we did, I don't remember what we were doing, is coconut milk. So I like to use this up, and I figured we could do like a ganache, and then in that ganache add the praline, the coconut praline. But I just want to look up a good ratio for coconut ganache. 5 ounces of chocolate, okay, and 3/4 of a cup of coconut. And then, yeah, that's fine. So 5 ounces, so 140 grams chocolate, 170 grams coconut. Okay, and we can use regular chocolate for this. That's my oven. Let's not forget the coconut that we're toasting coconut. We don't have to use couverture is what I'm having delivered. you can use chocolate chips to make ganache. It's just like couverture is fucking fancy. You know, it makes
6 stops away.
6 stops away. Do we wait?
I don't know.
Hi everyone from Instagram. So Mary's coming from Instagram. Christopher is from YouTube. I came from Insta of the Lilies. Thank you for coming. So I just went live on Instagram. That's so cute. I wonder what it was, that live stream. People liked it. Maybe because I was making fun of Trump. I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, do people want me to shut up about this, or do they want me to keep talking about it? I don't know. But I'm always going to be opinionated, that's for sure. So this was what, 170 of chocolate? I look at recipes and then I change things. Do you know what I mean? Like, we're going to add praline. We'll probably change the ratio of this. We'll just make the ganache with regular chocolate chips. And then I'll show you how to use couverture or not. And you should do chocolate in ounces, not in grams. So this is 6 ounces of chocolate. And my preferred method, actually we can leave it in this bowl, for making a ganache is, and I want to keep this vegan. So we're going to infuse some coconut oil that we'll just heat up in the microwave. I don't want to use too much coconut oil because it's like, it's not butter, you know? You could use that Earth Balance. It's not butter. And let's just use like a tablespoon of coconut oil. This is organic virgin coconut oil. I don't know why I said it like that, but felt like it needed a California accent. Okay, so let's see. That might be even too much, but whatever, we're doing it. It's about, get off, 16, whatever. Do about a tablespoon of coconut oil, I think. And then I don't want to heat up the rosin in the microwave, but I don't want to heat up the coconut oil on the stove. Fuck that. What are people saying? Wait, what's Brian saying? What do you think of the strain Kamakote? Anyone's opinions is appreciated. Kamakote. I've never heard of that. I just got scared to death by an Amber Alert on my work phone. Ursulicious Marvin. Who is it? Who's the Amber Alert for? Are they okay?
Should we stop the stream?
No. Winslow, the show must go on. We're going to have to heat this up. But let's get this rosin in here. I don't know how many fucking BonBons this is going to make. I gotta be honest with you. We're winging it. I have a mold that I could use. They're still coming. This is a, I don't want to wipe inside of the cavities. I might have to run to the bathroom really quickly and get something. This is a candy polycarbonate chocolate mold.
Can we see up close?
Yes, you can. See? And each of these cavities this is how you make the molded chocolates. You do these. If we get couverture, I'll show us how to use those. If we don't get couverture, one second, you guys, I gotta get, ooh, I just almost walked through the floor. When you join the Edibles Club, you're contributing to help our 2-person production. So when you clean these, you want to be really careful because they scratch. And then once they scratch, you basically can't use them because your chocolate will have scratches on it. So this is why, one of the many reasons that confections are really expensive. Like there's kind of like no way to automate this. Some people take a drill and they'll put a little cotton ball on the end of it and they just kind of drill them. But yeah, this is chocolate making. Christopher, ooh, shit, I walked through the floor. Yeah, I did. I did actually walk through the floor. If you only knew. Would coconut butter work? Yes, I didn't see, I probably should have looked harder. It probably was there. You could use coconut butter. I didn't see it at my grocery store. Anything that's gonna like mimic it. I just got in from this dispensary, Brian Davis, near me and wanted some info other than what's on Allbud or Leafly. Has anyone tried that strain? Also, Winslow, is it strand or strain?
Strain. Oh my God. It's strain.
That's what I thought. I had someone call it strand, and I was like, oh shit. Winslow is very passionate about this.
I care about vocabulary.
Oh boy. Why? What? Strand is a virus, right? No. Why are we calling it anything? A strand. Strand of hair, right? What?
The biological term for like a genetic variant is a strain.
How did I get distracted with cleaning this fucking chocolate mold? I was gonna weigh out rosin into that coconut oil. Anyway, candy making is super cumbersome, like just bullshit like this, you know? Touch points are what they are called. In manufacturing, if your product has a lot of touch points, it means there's a lot of points in the process that someone has to come in with their hands, and it's not automated, and do something like put a sticker on a box. If it's one sticker or two stickers, that's 2 touch points versus 1. Like, labor is expensive. Anyway, so this kind of shit, this shit right here, and look at it, it's not even, I could still keep cleaning this because the chocolate will just pick up every little fleck of dust or whatever. So anyway, we'll see if we're going to use those because I need couverture to use it. But if not, we'll just cover our truffles with cocoa powder.
The coconut's not in there too long.
Perfect. Forgotten to perfection, I hope. Hopefully it's not burnt. I have way more coconut if it is.
I'm glad I said something.
Holy shit, that was a close call, Winslow. Thank you. Okay, that looks fine to me. Caramel brown. And we'll just let that sit there. Smells amazing. So we got coconut oils on that. That's all done. Did not expect that to go so quickly. All right, and then, oh wait, we gotta weigh our rosin out. What are people saying? Looks good. Yes, we forgot it to perfection. Duh. Light is on. Don't turn it on. We don't want to heat it up. Turn towards the peeps. Turn toward the people. Yes, there we go. Take your rosin. We don't want that much, I don't think. I don't know how many candies this makes, okay? So I didn't get my yield. We're gonna find out. We're R&Ding this recipe. But I always it always works out. Oop, that's enough. That is 0.06.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that'll be like,
It's between 25 and 06.
okay, that's fine. 0.05 would be, what's so funny?
Somebody's comment.
Wait, what'd they say?
You gotta read it.
Janice, wait. Where's the, oh my God, Eddie. Where is the couverture is coming? Janice, my girlfriend and I tried rosin lube last week, and damn, it was better than a dab. Good to know. Okay, I'm just gonna stir this rosin into this coconut oil. I've heard good things about weed lube, that's for sure. So that totally dissolved into this coconut oil. It fucking loved it. Let's finish making our da-da-da. Put my cast iron away. Let's weigh out some coconut milk. I'm already feeling that brittle. Fuck it up. How many stops, Winslow?
5.
5 stops. I don't know. We might end up having, oops, shit. Oh no. All right. Oops. Okay, dokie. Oh, I should have weighed this. We want, making a mess. Been waiting to add it to the menu. Good info on the loop. There you go. 3/4 of a cup. Or, we'll just do volume today. I think that's fine. And we'll leave that there. Made of a bit of a mess with the coconut. And I always add salt. I always add vanilla. I've add things like that to everything. And we want to heat this up. Where'd my baby pan go? I need to get another one of these. How many dishes am I going to make? 500. It's okay. What a world. Wow. Puffco also makes one called Hot Knife. Yes. Hemp milk is very tasty, says Janice. Yes, as long as we're not drinking raw milk, we're all good. Okay, so coconut milk in here. Let's heat it up. That was 3/4 of a cup. Okay, and we're going to add a pinch of salt to that because that's the right thing to do. Okay. A little pinch and a half maybe. And then if you wanted to add some vanilla, even though I'm mad at myself for fucking spilling it because vanilla is so damn expensive, add some vanilla. And we're going to heat that up so it gets hot enough to melt our chips. We just gotta wait. That's why I'm doing that. Give it a little whiskeroony. Huh?
Can't really see it on the camera. It's okay.
It just looks like this. I could have, you know what? I probably could have just put the rosin in there instead of adding coconut oil to this recipe, but too late. We already did it, and I'm not doing it again. I don't know what that accent was. Sometimes I just say weird things. I was my family clown. If I ever put my arms in the air and they hyperextend, I'm sorry. Gotta go to the dance. Oh, the Vanessa dance. At least it's not this. You know?
Is that the Trump dance?
That's the Trump dance. It looks like he's giving 2 hand jobs. I'm like, are you skinny? There was a girl in my high school who, like, that was the rumor about her. Was so mean, was that she, she went skiing. Christopher loves it. Christopher is entertained. Benjamin Rush, what a world reminds me of the Wicked Witch melting. What did she say? Wasn't she like, I'm melting. I'm melting. Did she say, what a world? I don't remember that. That's the peanut brittle accent. Gare Bear fucking nailed it. I'm high as a kite right now. Kathy Sachs says the oil helps it better disperse through the coconut milk. That's interesting. I would think there's like enough fat in the coconut milk, but maybe not. So I'm just heating this up. We're also kind of just like waiting for this chocolate to come.
4 stops right now.
4 stops, you guys.
I feel like we should wait. It's so close.
I'm going to show some ways to do it, just in case people don't want to get couverture. I had someone on Instagram like asking me all these questions. He was like, how do I temper Trader Joe's chocolate? And I'm like, I don't think you can. Like, chocolate chips have, it's a different ratio of cocoa, like of fat to cacao to sugar. This is made for going into chocolate chips or chocolate chip cookies, right? Couverture, like the name sounds, is to cover. It's what they use in chocolates, like fancy chocolates. This is okay for a ganache filling. Oh, we gotta make the fucking praline too. What am I doing? Fuck.
Good, you're killing time for the chocolate.
Well, we got to do this praline, man. I got this much coconut. I guess I don't have to turn it all into praline. Let's turn that off for a second. 3 stops. Oh, we're definitely doing this. I wonder what I did with my, I used to have silver stuff. We could make it look really cool on the top of the chocolates, but because I don't know what those, I've never used that mold before. I got that mold from, I probably shouldn't say this actually, the candy mold. We'll just say Defonse went out of business and that mold went home with me. Okay, what was I doing? Why am I heating this up with no sugar? Let's put some more sugar, at least a cup of sugar, I'd say. I'm wild today. I'm stoned. I probably should have done the bonbon before, but we didn't have the chocolate. I shouldn't have eaten so much of the brittle. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Yeah, let's use up this box. We love it. A cup and a half, because that's how much was in this box of sugar. 300 grams. And let's do a dry caramel. Just put that right in there. And we want to move that around. So shit, I need a rubber spatula. Okay, let's do this. We got a lot of shit going on right now. Where'd that piece go? Bonbon cannot be trusted. She will eat that for sure. Where the fuck did it go? Uh-oh. Sorry guys, 1 second. Am I gonna find it? You know what? Sometimes things just like end up in the weirdest places. Okay, I don't know where it went. But that's our brittle. Do you see it? It's so dirty under there, Winslow. I gotta clean the floor.
Oh, I see it.
You do? Where is it? Under the oven? Yeah. Oh God. Thank you, hero. Winslow's my hero. Oh, you don't want to eat that? I do clean my house. Oh yeah, she knows. She knows. She's like, "What's up, guys? Something falling on the floor? You guys, you need a vacuum?" When I take her for a walk on Saturdays, it's like Templeton at the fair, you know? She's just like, smorgasbord, smorgasbord. And I'm like, Bonbon, don't eat that. But she doesn't listen to me. Smorgasbord, smorgasbord. Hi, Bonbon. Sometimes shit goes to another dimension. Oh yeah, you know. Okay, stir your sugar. Don't forget, this might have been too much sugar. We're gonna find out. Today on the Edibles Club. So what am I doing? I'm making a praline. I might just pour it over this so that it doesn't, I don't want it to end up on the table. And I'm worried if I just pour it on that silpat, it will. Bonbon, there's nothing in here for you. This was probably too much sugar. Let's turn this baby up. I don't got time for this shit.
2 stops away.
Gotta make this praline. We gotta make the praline before the chocolate gets here. The brittle reminds me of Glass from Breaking Bad. Yes, we can weigh it out now, and you can break it into pieces and weigh out like 1/4 pound bags of peanut brittle and then just give that to people and say these are 10 milligrams each. There you go. Bada bing, bada boom. So I'm melting the sugar. I don't know if you can see, but you know it's clumping. That's okay. Just trust the process. Keep going. Keep it moving. Keep it moving, people. And we're going to take it to that hard crack stage again. And then pour it over this coconut that's been toasted. Let that cool, because that's the cool thing to do. And then blend it all up. Put that into the ganache. Take the couverture. We're going to see if we can do this all. Temper the couverture. And then pipe this fucking ganache into those molds once we shell the molds. I don't know, it might be too hot in here. What's the temperature in here?
I don't know, like 72?
Should we put the AC on? 65?
I don't know. I'm not a thermometer.
What's the temperature here? Let's see. Turn on my candy thermometer. Oh no, did I over stir this? Well, we're going to keep trusting the process. Sometimes I'm watching the Great British Baking Show and I feel like they don't keep going with the caramel. Although I might have. I just keep melting it until it all dissolves. But you don't want to do it so quickly that it caramelizes too quickly before all the crystals are dissolved. But just break it up. What are people saying? Yikes, crystal meth is bad. Yeah, what are we doing talking about meth?
The praline looks like the meth in Breaking Bad.
No, it doesn't. The meth was blue.
But they start with a big sheet and then they crack it on a pan just like you did.
Don't get all excited. Okay, well, that's because it's very simple. Crystal structure, right?
Yes, and it's in a sheet.
It's in a sheet. It's like baking.
We're not saying it's meth.
No, it's not. It's sugar. Different kind of drug. So, one that doesn't destroy your life, hopefully. Unless you are diabetic.
That's not what you eat.
I know that unless you're... I'm like, actually, what am I talking about? Shit. Wah, wah. All right, it's starting to smoke a little bit. We don't want that. But all of the crystals are melting. What?
I'm saying hurry up, Amazon.
Well, hey, listen, I got shit. I'm still cooking here.
They're about to be one stop away.
I haven't even finished this praline yet, let alone temper chocolate. I should get a pot of water, though, boiling. Thanks, sir. Took you long enough. Keep a stirring. Yeah, I gotta squish these. See, it turns to it all slowly will turn into a syrup and melt because it reaches a certain temperature that all of the crystals melt. But you wanna, it's also the other ones that melted already. You don't want them to get too caramelized before the other crystals melt. So I've seen it like where some people add sugar slowly at a time. I just like to risk. Take it to the limit. So we're over 300, so we're past the hard crack, but I don't really care. Sometimes I take my caramel far. So I'm turning the heat off. I just see a few more of those like crystals, but for the most part, we're okay. We're smoking a little bit, just like me. And we're stirring this up. And then we're gonna hope this coconut is all spread out enough because I don't want to pour it onto this sheet pan. I probably should have put parchment under here, but I'm just being stupid today, okay? So just let me be stupid. And let's pour it on this coconut. Please don't get into the pan and stick to the fucking pan, because I should have put parchment paper down. But we're gonna break this all up anyway. And we need to let it cool. And then let that cool. Oh, you couldn't even see it because you...
Sorry.
Damn it! Oh, it's okay. I don't know, man. It might stick to this pan. We're going to put this in the fridge because we want it to go faster. Maybe a bad idea. Yeah, it feels like a bad idea. It feels like a bad idea. Let's put it here. We want it all to cool. All right, I think that's enough candy. Let's finish the ganache. And then we have the, oops, wrong one. We have the
chocolate is like a minute away.
Should we use couverture instead?
Yeah.
You're saying you don't want me to use chocolate chips?
It's up to you, but just let me know.
Okay. We can do that. I really sincerely hope that this didn't stick to my pan, all that sugar, but it should be okay. You're watching it. You're so funny. Okay, I'll smoke a joint. We'll just hang out. What's anybody got to say? I'm here in the chat. Benjamin Roche. Gotta be super careful with hot sugar. You do. I work a lot with candy, so I'm a little bit reckless. That was peanut brittle. You should see me at Marigold when I'm making Marigold sweets. It's intense. Okay, well maybe I'll put these chocolate chips back. That's not gonna fit. I like to use the smallest ball possible. And then get this out of here. This out of here. These out of here. This is exciting. Oh my God, he's excited. We're all excited. Benjamin Roche, I've heard candy burns are the worst kind of burns in the kitchen. Yes, they are. Jeff Tharp. So happy you taught me caramel. I always buy it. Now I can do better. Love trying your new fillings in our chocolate. Oh, that's so cool. Benjamin, candy, you want to know why candy burns are the worst? Because I already say this to you guys, but it sticks to you. It sticks to your skin. So you, like, if you were to go to try and take it off, you're going to rip your skin off. So you just have to, like, let it sit there and keep burning. And a degree of burn, like first degree, second degree, third degree, it's the level of, I don't know, is that dermis? It's like the level, how much skin, how many layers of skin it goes through, how deep. So the longer it sits there burning you, the deeper the burn. So anyway, try not to do that. I'm always like, if sugar, I was pouring Marigold, right? Big ass pot of Marigold sweets, because I don't have, usually you'll have like a candy cooker and it's got, there's, once you get a bigger scale, it's not quite as dangerous. It is, but it's easier to maneuver. So I just have a big pot of caramel, molten caramel, and I'm pouring it into 3 depositors, handheld depositors, and one of the depositors was gonna fall. And I was like, shit, you know, like what do I do? Try to catch it and have the caramel spill all over my hand, or just let it fall on the ground. And you always just have to like get the fuck out of the way. That's the goal. So that's what I did, and it fell on the ground, and I was really sad. 32 likes out of 48 is pretty good considering what? On this, yeah, we got 31 likes. Thanks, guys. Holy shit, Amazon is here. Oh, I shouldn't say that. Don't support them as I do. Hypocrite. Oh.
Thank you.
BonBon's doing her job. She didn't bark. Good girl. Good girl, BonBon. You want treats? You guys, she dragged me to the dog store today. Take your treat. She totally dragged me. She might cry about this. That's a big treat. Merci beaucoup. Okay, I don't usually use this brand. Okay, so I don't know. We're gonna find out. It just was what I could get in this time period. Normally I would use Valrhona, but we got some Couverture. First things first, let's taste it. Ooh, that's good. That's gonna be good with the coconut. See, this is just like really, really sweet. Totally different. No. Yeah, glad we're using this. 6 ounces? And then I gotta get some water hot.
They want to see the brand show up inside.
Okay, and I have this on my Amazon storefront in the edibles. This is Calbo. It's Belgian, so it's French. How would you say it in French?
Calbo.
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 Calbo. Finest French or Belgian chocolate, because half of Belgium speaks French, right?
Yes, with a funny accent.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
French people make fun of Belgian people.
They make fun of everyone. They make fun of the Quebecois. They make fun of anyone who's.
No, you know how like Americans have like blonde jokes?
Yeah.
French people have Belgian jokes.
Oh, that's so mean.
It is mean.
Okay, so wait, shit, I keep getting distracted. Oh, I've got my rubber spatula. We got our coconut milk with vanilla and a little bit of salt. We have 6 ounces of this Calbo couverture. It's 54.5%. I probably could have gone darker. And that's just the percentage of cacao. We're going to pour this hot cream over it. Or hot coconut milk, right? And just let it sit. Now you could do this, you could temper your chocolate first if you wanted to. If you wanted to really, say I was making this for sale. To make it super crystal structure good, you could just temper your chocolate and then add room temperature cream to your tempered chocolate. But I'm not going to do that today. Oh, and while this waits, so we're going to temper some chocolate. All right, everybody, are you ready? Everyone's afraid to do this, and I don't want you to be afraid. Now, I'm going to look at this brand, but for the most part, when you're tempering chocolate, you're going to do, should we use a glass bowl? Metal conducts heat better. Metal conducts heat better, but for the purpose of just like being able to show you, we're going to use a glass bowl. Although I kind of want to put it on a bigger pot. Sorry, you guys. I don't have unlimited pots, okay? And this still has a little caramel in it, but I don't really care. Because we're just gonna, although it's gonna get on the side, whatever. I'll deal with it later. This is dry. Do not get water in your chocolate. This is a ganache. different thing. Chocolate that we're going to temper, do not get water in it. Isn't there's Salma Hayek has a show out what for like water for chocolate or something like that. And that's where it comes from because it separates, it causes it to seize because chocolate is fat. Okay, so Christopher, love the chemistry crystalline structure talk. We in school right now. Oh shit. Is this hard yet? Did it stick to my pan? Yes, it didn't. Ha 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 ha. We're making it work. All right, how much chocolate? Let's look at the temperature of this. So normally with chocolate, you would melt it to like 104. Let me see. Or not 104, 108. This, it says we can melt to 113. And so what that's going to do when you melt the chocolate, you melt it to a certain temperature, 113, which was why we have it over at Bain Marie. You can do this in the microwave, but it's kind of dangerous. Actually, you guys, I do think I need to wash that because it's sugar and it's going to make my bowl stick, and I don't want that to happen.
Do you have your pots in your Amazon store?
I think I do. They're all clad, you know, classic. My grandma got them for me like 10 years ago. And that's what I like about them. They last forever. You just gotta clean them. As long as you have, I've had my cast iron for 15 years. I've had my, and it's older than that. And I've had these all clad for 10. So I like things that last a long time. And not everything is great with that, but you know. Okay, sorry, what's everyone saying? Can't wait to try that Belgian. Yeah, oh, and the chocolate's in my Instagram store, but I also put the Instagram store, Amazon store. I'm just gonna pour some in. Okay. I don't love the fact that these are so tiny. The whatever that's called, because I'm gonna seed it, and when I go to take out the seed chocolate, it's more difficult. I don't have a marble here. I don't marble my chocolate. I could go to the fridge and do the fridge technique as well. Oh, let's not forget about our ganache. So start in the center, small circles. Small circles. Keep going. We're just slowly trying to make an emulsion in the center here with the chocolate because we're combining a fat and a liquid. Chocolate being the fat, the coconut milk being a liquid. And we're trying to get that it's like, think of a mayonnaise, right? See how it's getting shiny in the middle?
Can you explain what seeded means?
I'm going to explain it to you as soon as we get to that portion of today's show. As soon as we get to the chocolate tempering, I will, 100%. There's different ways to temper chocolate. Seeding is one of the ways. Okay, so I really do not want this oil to break my ganache. So I'm going to add a little bit at a time and see. Because if it starts to break, I'm going to stop. We can add some water to it if we want, but it still looks pretty good and shiny. And I'm not mad if we can always add some rosin directly to this if we wanted to, but it's adding a nice shine. And then, you know what? I might just add this to the praline. This looks really beautiful to me. I don't want to fuck with it. So we're going to leave it and let it, we don't want this to be hot, right? Now you could add to that coconut, You could add different spices. You could have add cardamom, whatever you want, right? You could flavor it however you want. Coffee. Taste as you go. Tastes delicious. Tastes nutritious. Oh yeah, that'll get you high. BonBon? She never listens. She's not like a listening dog. She's not one of those. Oh wait, and then I need to look at what temperature it wants me to take it to. Usually you would drop it down to 90 degrees once you add. So we're gonna melt this to, let's just turn this water off. We're gonna melt this to 113 or 112, whatever you wanna melt it to. It says 113. And then everything is melted. And it's moving around like this because it's hot, right? And then as it starts to cool, we add seed chocolate. Seed chocolate means that it's in temper and it's unmelted chocolate that's in the right crystal form. There's beta 1 crystal, beta 2, beta 3, beta 4, beta 5. Okay? And I'm not a trained chocolatier. I'm home trained. All of this is just reading books and self-taught. So I had some pastry chefs teach me how to temper by hand, but also this bowl is gonna keep, because it's glass, it's also gonna retain a lot more of this heat. So see how I'm wiping the bottom? Because what did I say at the beginning? We don't want any water. Ooh, and you know what else I want to do? Put a spoon in your freezer. And I'll tell you why in a little bit. Because I'll tell you why right now. It doesn't need to be a secret. Because I want to know if my chocolate's in temper. Okay, so you see this chocolate's all melting. Don't even need to be on the bain-marie. You can just take it off with this glass bowl. Glass will retain the heat more. So I remember one time I was explaining chocolate to this LA person. I don't know why I said that. Some person at a party, and she was like, it's not like it's a science. And I was like, no, it's quite literally a science. I was like, what? I don't even know what to say to that. Okay, so let's see what temperature this is. Ooh, no, it's got caramel on it. Anyway, I need like 50 candy thermometers. Make sure there's no water. So it's at 104. I'm sure it was hotter than this before, so it's okay. I just want to make sure all of those crystals get nice and melted. And you can buy a tabletop machine for this. This is probably too much chocolate for me to temper. Right now, I don't need it this much for the amount that we're gonna do. Don't forget, wipe the bottom of your bowl. Okay, no water. Then we're gonna take a good amount of our seed chocolate and dump it in here. And you'll see, like, we need to take this out at a certain point. Ooh. So you'll see why having like a big chunk of chocolate is better than having a bunch of little ones, because how am I supposed to fish all of these out? But it is good because you want a lot of this seed chocolate to melt into your melted chocolate. It'll give you a stronger temper the more that melts, you know? Like, you want to have a little bit of this seed chocolate left by the time you hit 190 or 90 degrees. 190. Don't hit 190. You'll burn your chocolate. Chocolate burns. It's a fat, you know. Keep saying that, but it is. So actually, we're at, what temperature are we? Thermometer? We're at, no, it's hitting. You got to be careful because it hits the seed chocolate, but okay, we might be there. And I didn't even look at the temperatures on this. I looked at it for 2 seconds. 90, 80, 94.1, 80.6. And this is to double temper. So basically, we'll take this out, the seed chocolate, the best that we can. We don't want chunks of seed chocolate because when we go to fill the molds, this is going to be a pain in the ass. This is why I use Valrhona. I should have used my tempering machine but it's so loud. Oh, so stupid. Kaibo. Because we don't want chunks, because then it's going to ruin our molded chocolate. So annoying. Anyway, keep going, and we haven't even made the praline. You guys, I'm trying. Is that KitchenAid blender?
Plugged in, yes.
Yeah, okay. Is it a KitchenAid? Yeah, it's a KitchenAid. Oh, it's so lumpy. So we're gonna do the best that we can. Yes, thank you. Oh, you're the best. Giving me space. You rock. To get these out, and just get the Valrhona. Or get a big chunk of couverture. You can buy it as a block, or you can marble it. And so I want to drop this even further. But at a certain point, you know, like that couverture doesn't melt. But I think I can probably work these chunks out, and it's good if it gets mixed in. So you're just like, you don't want to work bubbles into it, so I shouldn't be slapping it like that. And what people do with the marble is they're cooling it down. Marble is cool. Chocolate is super messy, so pray that I don't get any on my fucking nice sweater, okay? I have a dirty mouth. Okay. This is what? How hot are you? We can go further down. Yeah, see? See? It lied to us. Let's put a little bit of this back in. I was like, why is it still melting if it's 90 already? So we want this. Sorry. It's messy. It's going to be messy. Just accept it. It's chocolate, okay? Especially when you're at home. If you're in like a beautiful kitchen. Do you see how the chocolate kind of changes though? Got thicker. I need to turn the AC on, I think, or open a window. It's too hot in here, I can tell. I have to turn the AC on, Winslow. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's fine.
Sometimes you have to turn on the AC when you're making chocolate because I know it's gonna be a little cold. It won't set otherwise. I can also put this in the fridge to get it cool. And let's check, we'll check our temper in a second actually, because I don't think it's to temper. Let's get this praline done in the meantime. What am I gonna do? I'm just gonna take that sugar and hope it's cool. Stir our chocolate a little more. Keep stirring. Let's put this here. I wish I had my clip for my fucking... Okay. And I'm probably gonna have to move that chocolate.
Does humidity play a part?
Humidity totally plays a part. Chocolate is a fucking nightmare, okay? When it's humid, it gets bubbly. It's almost like it causes it to seize. So it's all plays a part. Oh wait. Naughty, naughty. help it out a little bit. Put a little bit of this. Fingers crossed, okay, that this KitchenAid can handle this. Trying not to get this into my couverture. This candy is an ode to BonBon, obviously. Coconut looks amazing. We truly forgot that to perfection. You remembered for me, Winslow. You're like, oh, is that coconut still okay? Oh yeah. Glad one of us isn't stoned. Put this on. Coconut oil. Just 1 second. There's this little like, there we go. It's kind of starting to smoke a little bit. Let me scrape it down. Sometimes these blenders, I'm like, is that the machine or is that the, what is that? These blenders get a little overworked, you know? But this needs to go further. We're gonna keep going. At a certain point, we want it to turn into a paste. Maybe it won't happen. Okay, let me look at it and see if it's changed at all, or if I'm just burning out my machine. Oh no, I don't think so. We're gonna work with this and hope that it's gonna, maybe I should have used super fine sugar.
Chris said pulse it.
Pulse it. Okay, we'll pulse it. Let's pulse it. I trust you, Chris.
Andrew says it needs liquid.
It needs liquid. I mean, it looks good. It looks like it's gonna taste good. Usually it would have more, I wonder, no, coconut flakes have a ton of fat in it, so it's definitely got fat. I don't know about liquid, Petra. You don't usually do liquid for praline. I'm gonna trust the process a little bit. All right, we're gonna let that live like that. And we're going to look at our chocolate, because it's been sitting here. It's at 89.6. No, it's at 90. So I probably should put the rest of this back in. Oh, chocolate. What a pain in the ass. So you could just add coconut to this, just coconut oil. And are people saying things? I've been so distracted. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, people. I'm sorry, club. Let me check the chat. Wow, there's still a lot of people here. Incredible. Okay, so we're still going. We're still making it happen. Oh, let me get this out of the fridge because I don't want it that cold. Humidity is why you don't want to like put chocolate in the fridge. You'll get a sugar bloom. There's two different types of chocolate bloom where the fat separates to the top of your chocolate. And it's sugar bloom is from humidity and like from the fridge. And the other type of bloom is just like heat bloom. If you've ever had a Snickers bar that sat in the car on a hot day and then it solidified again at night or something and it's all white, it doesn't mean the chocolate's bad. It just means that it's out of temper. So the fat has separated from the sugar and the cocoa or the cacao. See how nice and shiny this is though? I'm 99% sure this is in temper. So I could take this down to 80, even further, like 82. It's at 88. 88.7 is usually where you would say it's in temper, right? For most chocolate. 90, you would take out the seed chocolate, drop it down to 88.7. If you want to take it further and have a stronger temper, you would take it down to like 80 degrees and then pop it back on that warm water again and bring it back up to about 88.7. I think this one said 85. So let me see if I can get this temper. I shouldn't have put that bowl in the sink. Oh well. I love a dish. I love to clean a dish. So we're at 90 now. We just want it to be shiny. I don't know what time it is, Winslow. I'm sorry.
3:10.
Oh, we're good. Okay. We can still make this happen. We just want it all smooth. So if you see any seed chocolate, unmelted chocolate, just take it out. So I have this in my book too, this tempering, how to temper chocolate using the seed method. And my publisher was like, do you need to include this? Can't people just like put some coconut oil? And I was like, no. I was like, no, I need to tell people how to temper chocolate. Like, I don't want it. It's, you know, it is kind of intimidating, but it doesn't need to be. It's intimidating because it's like a long explanation, right? It's like, oh, there's these temperatures. And when you take it to these temperatures, what it does, that seed chocolate is teaching that melted chocolate how to behave. So while it's slowly melting into the melted chocolate, it's like, come on, guys, get in the conga line. And is everyone going to be in rhythm? And it's that stirring, melting it in. And that's kind of getting all of them all into the same tempo, same whatever. You get it. You get the analogy, okay? So how do you explain that in writing? It's hard. But it's in there. And my caramel recipe. So plenty of fun recipes in my cookbook. If you haven't pre-ordered it, you can pre-order it today. It is going to be available April 15, just in time for the high holiday. So you can get stoned for $4.20. All right. So let's keep going. Just keep going. And I want to see if this is in temper before I can already tell it is, because it just solidified on my table pretty quickly. That's one of the signs your chocolate is in temper. It sets really quickly. At whatever temperature, your house should be pretty cool. Don't try and make chocolate on a hot, humid day, please. So we're looking, this is frozen, right? So the spoon is cold, cold, cold as shit. So it's already going to set pretty quickly. But we're just looking to see the temper here. How shiny is it? Do we want to keep, you know, sometimes I would look at this and be like, oh shit, I need to re-temper this chocolate and go through that whole process all over again. We're probably not going to do that today because I don't have the patience for it. This looks like it's in pretty good temper. It could be a little shinier, but look at how it's coming off. You see how it comes off in one piece, and it's not totally set yet, but that's a pretty quick set. So that's how you temper chocolate. I've been doing that for a while. Like, I don't do it by hand very often. I did for the cookbook photo shoot. But, you know, when you're making it in mass, you want to make it use a machine. Okay, so let's get these molds filled. Bum, bum, bum. I'm going to flip this over mainly because I'm going to put chocolate on here. I also need this. This is my, I haven't done this in a really long time, so bear with me. It's good because I want to get my peanut butter chocolates out into the world again. So get your bench scraper ready. I like this. I don't have this in my store, but I should add it. Let's get our chocolate. What's everyone saying? I like that analogy, says Laura Cole Rowe. Oh my God, this is awesome. Isn't coconut oil basically poison because of the saturated fat? I don't know, man. I don't know. I think the dose makes the poison, okay? That's what I think. Okay, so let's do this. Haven't done this in a while. What we're gonna do is fill these, right? Shit, man. And this is why we wanted it all smooth. We're gonna, you could use a pastry bag if you wanted. Maybe I should have done more chocolate. Okay, here's our tempered chocolate going into the chocolate mold. And we want to make sure we have enough to do the melted tempered chocolate to do the foot. We'll see if we get through this today. So lo and behold, maybe that was the right amount of chocolate for this mold, right? This was a lot of cavities for a mold. Usually it's not this many, but and don't worry, we'll push that other stuff. Just push it over. Push it in there, right? And the goal here is to have like an even thin-ish layer of chocolate. Actually, let's turn this way. So come here. Like I said, chocolate's messy. Do your best. Don't cry if you make a mess. It's actually pretty easy to clean up if you have a heat gun. You can just hit it with a heat gun and it'll melt it, and then you can just wipe it up. That's what the professionals do. Okay, so we got a nice amount of chocolate still in temper. We'll try and keep that in temper while we do this, and then sorry, I'm gonna make some noise. You can also just like trying to get the bubbles out because we don't want the top of the mold. We want the chocolate to encase the bottom. Okay, now watch. Try and not make a mess because I would do this on marble, but we don't got that. I swirl it like this because I find it makes a better circle cavity, and you can get it thinner. And then I'm looking to see, because I don't want it too thin, right? And then I scrape. We should have done this a long time ago, right? See, not too thick, too thick. Let's keep going. This is like physics, right? So if you're on marble, splatter doesn't matter. I did not mean for that to rhyme, but it's hilarious that it did. This is like my homemade way of doing chocolates. like I said, I'm home taught chocolate maker. No, keep going. I haven't done this in a little while. So it's also setting really quickly, you know, like because the chocolate's in temper, which is good. So you got to move quickly. I wish I had another bench scraper, which I do. I should have grabbed another one. I want a little more filling. Oh shit, motherfucker. It's okay. We could clean it up. Let's get these cavities thin. Okay, I think that's good. It's just this edge, these ones on the end here. Sometimes I'll knock it. I can still see, like, we didn't get all the bubbles out, but it's hard. Okay, it's already setting. We don't got time for this shit. So I did okay. Not my best. Oh shit, making a mess. Not my best work, but it's all right. Okay, it's a little messy. Do you see the cavities? And I don't want it to sit up while the chocolate sets. I want it to sit like this. I used to put two chopsticks down and then just let it sit like that. And you can put it over, you know, you should put it over parchment paper so you can save all of this chocolate. It's not to waste, right? This is gonna be for the foot if we can keep this in temper and melted. This chocolate, it's in great temper, I can tell. I'm gonna keep all of this chocolate that's on the Silpat. This is all, it's okay, everybody. I knew what I was gonna do today, but it's been entertaining, right? It's entertaining. It's way more entertaining when it's totally chaotic than if I'm like, I've got this. When I'm like, whatever, you know? It's like, oh, this is boring. You need to see me scramble a little bit. What are we fucking doing next? Not that. I need to use this pastry scraper, so I'm gonna take off this chocolate. So chocolate and temper should set really quickly. It should be shiny. I'm not gonna touch those right now. We need to finish this ganache. It should be shiny, and it should be, what else should it be? Crack. It should crack when you bite into it. What else? I'm gonna finish these chocolates, I swear. We're gonna do it. I'm sorry, I've not checked the chat. Okay, everyone's happy. That's all that matters. Let's fuck with this praline. I don't know how much to use here, but we're just gonna put this into our ganache. Not all of it, maybe. Maybe that much? I don't know. We gotta put more than that. This looks good to me. Boop. So these will be vegan? Will they be vegan? Coconut milk. Yeah, we didn't put any butter in these. So they're vegan. There you go, babes. For my vegan babes. That's kind of how I like to do vegan food or gluten-free food, is just like, you know.
You don't like to fake it? You like to just...
No, I don't like...
recipes that don't call for animal products?
Yeah, just like, hey, this is already something that you don't need to put any kind of... I should taste this. Let me taste this. Taste as you go. And this is going to set more firm, you know? It looks super wet and liquidy, but it's going to be nice and dense in the chocolate. Ooh, that's good. I think I should add all of it. We're going for it. Hopefully I can still pipe it. Yum. Okay, well, we did that. More dishes. And, Uh-huh. 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 Okay, so there's our coconut praline ganache, right? Love it. Live for it. Breathe it. Eat it. Here is this. It's not set yet, so we're gonna do a cheater thing. It doesn't mean it's not in temper. It's just some, it is setting, but it's not set enough for me to pipe them. I'm just cleaning off just cleaning off the top. I know I did. It's okay. It's just chocolate. I'm gonna stick it in the fridge. Don't do that. But we're on a tight schedule. Hi, Michelle. Oh my gosh, you missed a wild one today. It's been really crazy. We'll just mix that in. Let me drop some more on this spoon. Give it a whirl. Ooh, that is so fucking good. Ooh, these are gonna be really good. I could have got a better temper on that chocolate, but that's okay. We were rushed. It'll be shiny. It'll be shiny. Where's my... that looks pretty shiny. Not that shiny. See how it's a little bit matte? It's not that shiny. But it did crack. So I'm being being finicky. It's a great job, Vanessa. Good job. 57 viewers. Winslow, I didn't even fucking know. 59? Ah! Holy shit, Stuart. Michelle, you made a She's calling me out. So I make a mess sometimes. Okay, while we're waiting for that to get cool enough to work with, I'm the queen of mess. But also these chocolates are going to be really good, so I don't care. Take your pastry bag. I hope this isn't going to be hot. You don't want your filling so hot. This is a lot of filling. This is going to make a lot of chocolates. That's not going to be that strong. How many milligrams did we put in here?
I forget.
Shit.
I don't remember.
Bro, I'm the stoner. Come on.
That's chat. How many
Wait, did
milligrams
we
is it?
put 0.5? 0.05. So,
Yeah,
and it
right.
was, we said it was 560, so that would be 280. Half, huh?
And everything?
No, 0.05, so it would be 28 milligrams.
Okay.
Oh, it's nothing.
Too strong. That's great.
No, it's not going to be strong at all, which is great because I'm already stoned. But anyway, you can make them stronger than that. Last minute Leo, hello. Michelle, you were out shopping? Okay, I got to make sure this praline isn't too hot. Because if it's hotter than 88.7, it'll take our chocolate out of temper, okay? It's at 82. Feels a little hot. We're gonna pop it in. God damn it. I don't even know if I can use that piping bag. I might have filled it too much. Don't fill your piping bag too much. I'm trying, Winslow.
You got it.
I'm just looking at this stack of dishes and thinking to myself, what did I do? This is really bad today. But that ganache, you have to try it. You should, I'll give you some of these chocolates because they're so good. Pete, the incredible improviser, I love it. I just made these chocolates up, but they might need to go on the Marigold menu. Right? I think so. Okay, let's look at this shell. It's looking pretty good. You'll be able to tell when it separates from from the actual mold when it turns white on the top. I'm actually gonna put it in the freezer. Okay, one other thing about chocolate, a lot of people like to store chocolate in the freezer. Hall of Fame show, he loves it. Chocolate picks up a lot of smells. So if you have fish in your freezer or meat or anything like garlicky, whatever, and your fridge too, because I know like people like to put chocolate in the fridge. They're like, my house is hot, I'll put it in the fridge. 1, humidity. 2, stinky things. Your chocolate will taste like those stinky things. So keep that in mind if you leave it there for a while. So try not to do that. Just get a chocolate fridge. Duh. Oh shit, this is, we're gonna have to temper it. It's okay, Winslow. Here's the thing about chocolate, right? Here's what I want you guys to learn. This chocolate is now out of temper. Not out of temper, it's just, it's solidified. I can't work with it, right? It's too stiff. So I can melt it down again, and I can melt this down again and use it all again. This I won't because it's all over this wood board and it's all like, you know, it's all, the wood table wasn't clean. So I don't want to get like coconut crumbs into my nice, expensive couverture. I want to keep that pure. I want to keep it clean, and you can keep working with it. That's why it's so expensive. I mean, for a lot, it's not why it's so expensive. It's so expensive because cacao is super hard to grow. It only grows in certain parts of the world, and those parts of the world are the first, of course, to be impacted by climate change. And so it's going to be really hard to get chocolate, and it, you know, ethically sourced chocolate. And yeah, yeah. So, you know, it's hard. I mean, sugar too. Sugar's horrible. We're fucking parasites. What are you gonna do? Let's just accept it. Elon did. Okay, I'm just trying to clean up and kill a little time because now I have to do this really quickly because I want to put a foot on, but we'll make it work. We're not gonna, I think I can kind of get this to still play with me. We're improvising because the foot is, once I fill those chocolate molds with the praline, right, the ganache, I need to put another layer on the bottom to close up the cavity. So that's what this tempered chocolate, I was like, oh, I gotta keep this in temper, keep it workable, Vanessa. And then I didn't. Okay, let me get this candy. Let me get the praline, and we'll just like put it in with a little spoon instead of piping it, because that feels a lot easier. So they don't look perfect. I gotta practice, you know? So you'd wanna pipe this in. That'd be the safest way.
Can you temper chocolate in the microwave?
No, you cannot. Sorry, friends. Don't do that. The microwave is very hard to control the temperature. You can melt chocolate in the microwave if you do small pulses. I want to leave enough room. This piping bag is not going to cut it. I want to leave enough room that I can put a foot on these, right? So I don't want to fill it all the way to the top and then not have enough room. Fucking mess. I know it's a mess. If you're a chef watching me, please just let me live, okay? Where did that tiny spoon go? I probably threw it in the water. Where is my... Everything's in the fucking water, man. It's all in the sink. We'll get our half teaspoon. I just don't... I'm sorry. I'm trying to go as quickly as I can. I should only cover 4 of these. So basically, fill it up, but not too much, because then you won't be able to put a cap on it. A foot on it is what it's called with this praline. So these are going to be like 0 milligrams, like 0.2. And I'm not mad at that because the peanut butter brittle is 10 milligrams for a quarter pound, and I'll probably eat that. Ugh, I wish I hadn't filled this pastry bag so much. This is super annoying. This is annoying. That was too much. It's been a minute for me. Anyway, chocolate making is messy and annoying. Yes, you should wear gloves. I'm not wearing any. Get mad at me about it. This is going in my mouth. My fingers go in my mouth. They go in my nose sometimes. I don't really care.
It's a great time to bring that up.
I just want to make a point. We're all human. Oops, we all are imperfect. Perfectly imperfect. I actually am only going to do a few of these because it's taking too long and our chocolate's going to come out of temper. Or it's probably not in temper, but we're just going to wing it. So you want to fill these better, more accurately. This is why, like, having, oh my God, I got chocolate all over my fucking nice sweater. I want to die right now. Today's a day. Today's been a real crazy day. We recipe tested this one. And I think it's going to taste good. And I got to get better at my chocolate game for molding. And I would let this filling set up in the fridge a little bit more before, and then it would be easier to pipe. I should have put it in the fridge, but I didn't.
Oh, say hi to Jeffrey who found you on Blue Sky.
Oh my God, hi Jeffrey.
You have to leave, but say hi.
Thank you. Any other comments? Are people grossed out by my mess? And the chocolate on my sweater? I can't believe I did that.
You get some?
Some.
So well. Oh,
Some.
You were doing so well. I was going to congratulate you. And
Some. Anyway, I don't know what to do about that. Fuck. Let's clean this up a little. Tap it. They're not evenly filled, okay? Just give it a little, like, cleanup on the top. I might have made it worse, but take your chocolate, hopefully still in temper. Kind of looks like it. We're going to cross our hearts and hope to die and put some on top. This should be in temper. If this is not in temper, well, I fucked up, and that's okay. Because I let the chocolate set, you know, and then just remelted it a little bit. It wasn't totally set. So I'm crossing my fingers. So we're doing this. If you have more of a space there, it's better for your foot because you'll have more to work with. Sorry, I just want to get a different, because I think I got praline on that and I don't want to. Sometimes I'll scrape this chocolate into a different plate because my phone died.
your phone died.
Shit. I'm just going to scrape it here. Sorry, you can't see. We've been going for too long. I'm going to pop this in the fridge real quick. We're going to call it a day. That's a good, it's not a perfect foot. Cap it off. Let it set. I'm sorry, I need to smoke a bit of my joint before we try to unmold these because they might not come out. How did I do this? What did I do?
You did it.
Look at my kitchen right now.
You did it.
Oh my God,
That's
I
the
want to
goal.
try it. You just found me on Blue Sky, which led me here. Gotta run, but just subscribe. Love your style of cooking. Thanks, Joffrey. Joffrey or Jeffrey? I like Joffrey. Let's. He's like, it's Jeffrey. I'm like, ooh. I like Jeffrey too. I just want to try it. Watching the Cromwell Hotel, going to Giada tonight Jada.
Can we turn that AC off?
Yeah, you can turn it off. Sorry. You're probably freezing. It's just like slamming you. Just press the center blue button. I think it'll turn it off. Okay, I love this praline. I have to do that for marigold. This should be a marigold chocolate.
Oh, yeah.
We just gotta, she's a mad woman, says Ursulicious Marvin. Going to Planet 13 after this. Oh my gosh, everyone's having so much fun. Or I guess Pete is. Okay. Let's try to unmold these, fingers crossed. Let me see. Actually, you know what? It still was in temper, I think. Okay, these look pretty good. Do you see how it got white? These ones are still not off. Let me just leave it for 1 second more. Let's smoke more of a joint and put things out of the way. Because I'm going to have to, well, I guess you won't be able to see it very well because my fucking phone died. Son of a bitch.
You can walk it up to the camera.
I will. Okay. Let's do this. Oh, I got more chocolate on me. Oh my God. What did I say? Chocolate is messy, right? So there you go. What are we gonna do? Okay. Let's bring this out. Or I'm just messy. Take it and aggressively slam it down. There we go. See how those came out? So most of these are just shells. I can melt these down again, right? They're all empty. I didn't, oh, those ones are filled. Oops-a-daisy. Nice. Look at this temper, you guys. Fuck yeah, hand done temper. Look how shiny those are. You can't fucking see because my stupid camera. You can't see because the light. What do I do? Will you take it? Can you take it?
Point it towards the light. Yeah, we can see.
Will you take the camera for them, Winslow? Do you think you can do it? I'm sorry. I don't ever do chocolate. They should see. Or maybe not, because it's hooked up.
No, I can't.
Okay.
Hold on.
You guys, hold on. Winslow's going to try and do something. Bear with us. I'm going to eat one of these.
This will actually.
Oh my God. Can you zoom in?
I'll just.
Mmm. Wow.
Whoa.
Oh my God. It's a party. It's happening. See? See everybody? You know, nice little shine on them. Okay, not a perfect foot, but not bad. Okay. Yum. And then when the ganache sets more, it'll be more firm, but see, that's a nice. Vegan. Love it. We love you. I love you. This was crazy. Winslow's gonna put the camera back on. Yay! Oh my God, we did such a crazy live today. That was wild. Thank you for tuning in. Please pre-order my cookbook, How to Eat Weed and Have a Good Time. You can get it from Simon Element. You can get it on Amazon. You can get it from Barnes & Noble. You can get it from some small bookstores. Now Serving has a signed edition. Pre-order. And if you enjoyed this and you want to keep chatting with me and you want to have a direct line to me and you want to help support this content, please join the Edibles Club. I love all of my members. Special shout out to Madam Dram, who is our edibles producer, which is our highest tier. And I hope you all enjoyed this recipe and this live stream. I'm Vanessa Lavarado. I do Marigold Sweets. It's a cannabis confiserie, and you can find me in select stores in California. Love to you all. Happy New Year. I'll see you on Wednesday at 4:20 p.m. Pacific. Be there or don't, but be stoned. because I will be. I'm so high right now. Oh, the end credits. And will you leave my mic on?
Sure.
I want to tell them a story.
Okay.
Here we go. Of course, a thank you to Madame Dram, who is a big baller queen and sponsored this month, and we love her. So thank you. Happy New Year. Thank you to everyone who has been here since the beginning. These are our club members from the Patreon. You can go to patreon.com/edibles club to join. Oh, let me drop that. Where is it? You got it? Winslow's got it. I love you guys. I hope to see you on Wednesday. Oh shit, this is a long, look how many members are here. Don't you want to see your name? Click that link, join the club, and we'll put your name there too. And then you're part of the club. And you can come chat with us in the group chat where we share photos and stories, and people ask me all sorts of questions. So if you enjoyed today and you want to have some more of it, come hang out with us on Patreon.